From 2024 National Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. Good morning, Karoline.
Hey, good morning. Great to see you guys.
You too. So Trump focused a lot on Biden's border crisis during yesterday's rally, and it looks like he's rebranding his campaign strategy when it comes to Latino outreach. I know switching from Latinos for Trump to Latino Americans for Trump. Was this a purposeful switch to emphasize the difference between legal and illegal immigration?
Well, it was. And it was also a purposeful switch to emphasize that we are all Americans, regardless of our race, religion, or creed. And President Trump wants to uplift all Americans across this country by rebuilding our economy, by bringing down inflation to virtually nothing like it was in his first term, and by securing our southern border. Yesterday's rally in Las Vegas drew a crowd of more than 20,000 people, many of whom are Latino Americans. And we've been blown away by the response we've received on our website, latinos.donaldjtrump.com, with voters across the country who are signing up to join this new coalition. And the fake news media and the Democrats are panicking over the response from Latino Americans across the country and President Trump's domination in the polls with this demographic, because they're writing stories that say, oh, President Trump's immigration rhetoric is too harsh. But real polling shows, yesterday, a CBS poll showed that 60% of Americans support President Trump's plan to deport Joe Biden's illegal immigrants. Latino Americans, just like all Americans, want a secure southern border, and possibly more so because they themselves came here the right way, legally, paid their dues, waited their turn, and they want to have a legal immigration system that is respected by nations all over the world, not taken advantage of like we're seeing in Joe Biden's America right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reception he received, well, in California as well, just incredible. Thousands lining the streets as he drove by. I saw all of those images and those videos over the weekend. So will Trump focus a lot of his energy on these blue states just as much as the battlegrounds?
Well, President Trump is certainly going on offense in traditionally Democrat and blue territories. He held a wild rally in Wildwood, New Jersey, more than 100,000 people. You see the video there from his trip to California and the West Coast over the weekend. Doesn't matter if it's deep blue California, New York, or Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. President Trump is beloved by the American public because all Americans remember how much better their lives were under his leadership. So yes, we will continue to go on offense in blue states such as Minnesota and Virginia, where polling suggests President Trump is actually tied with Joe Biden right now. It just shows the groundswell of support across this great country. So while President Trump is on offense, Joe Biden is on defense, trying to scrabble together the Democrat base, which is deeply infuriated and frustrated with him because they see his incompetent and weak leadership and his policies that certainly are indefensible.
Yeah, you mentioned Virginia, and I want to bring that up as well because that Roanoke College poll, it really widened all of our eyes when we saw that he is tied in a blue state like Virginia. What do you make of this switch and this shift that we're seeing in these places like the Bronx, New Jersey, California, places that have been blue and predominantly Democrat, and now we're seeing all of these people turn out and say that for the first time, they're voting for Republican?
Yeah, the groundswell of support in traditionally Democrat states and blue cities is a testament to President Trump's winning and powerful message that he is going to uplift all Americans, regardless of what state you come from, what race you are, or how much money you make. And it also shows the sheer contrast between what Americans felt under President Trump, safety, security, prosperity, versus how they're feeling in Joe Biden's America today. More than 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. All Americans are deeply frustrated and fearful of what we see happening in our southern border, especially in blue Democrat-run sanctuary cities. Those policies are particularly harming Black Americans and Latino Americans in those communities because they've seen an invasion of illegal people that are crumbling their infrastructure, and we are paying for that. We are subsidizing a new life for people from all over this world when American citizens are struggling, and that's unfair. And President Trump promises to put Americans first, and that's a message that resonates, and people are hurting in Joe Biden's America. And Joe Biden is not offering any solutions to fix the problems he has created. All he's talking about is President Trump, rather than talking about inflation and immigration and how he's going to stop these wars that are erupting all over our world.
Karoline Leavitt, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Appreciate it.